So you would think that somebody with even two brain cells to rub together would say, this seems too good to be true, or that picture looks a little sus. However, that is not what happens. From the studios, it's time for another rant. There's no end to the amount of material that we have for rants. So don't worry, I'm going to be ranting here for a long time. So today, I want to talk about what I think is a really sad state of affairs in the world today. Now, I grew up in the era where social media really started to take off. I remember when Facebook got off the ground. I was one of the earlier users of Facebook before, everyone, including your mom, your dad, and your cousin, could join it. I remember when it was just a college thing, local colleges in the Boston area. I remember that. But social media has taken on quite an expansive role in the last 20 plus years. And this sad state of affairs has to do with the conduct of certain people that are on social media. People that are talking to people on social media that they probably shouldn't. And who am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about the grown-ass adults that are talking to porn bots on social media, whether it's Threads or X or Blue Sky or whatever. When you see one of these bots posting, they always have what looks like the same friggin' script. It's like, hi, my name is Maria. I'm 52 years old. I'm starting my life over. Won't you message me? I'm looking for someone to make my nights brighter. And then you'll search for that text and you'll see 20 different accounts that posted the same thing with different pictures attached. Maybe a different name, but it's the same thing. So you would think that somebody with even two brain cells to rub together would say, this seems too good to be true, or that picture looks a little sus. However, that is not what happens. I have seen people in recent times talking to clearly AI photos of, for example, Sandra Bullock, the actress. These are AI photos of her crying, saying, why won't you message me? I look forward to you messaging me. I just want to give you hugs and kisses all day long. And what do you see? You see these people who may be bots themselves, but I suspect a lot of them are not, responding and saying, oh, Sandra, I feel so bad. I want to love you. Here's my phone number. Why don't you call me? Your phone number? It's not Sandra Bullock. And if you're so goddamn stupid that you don't know that, you shouldn't be on a computer. Just unplug it, throw it in the trash, and watch The Price is Right. It's not Sandra Bullock. And if it was Sandra Bullock, don't you think she could do a little better than you? She's rich. So back to these bots. Not necessarily Sandra Bullock. We're talking about just the AI-generated photos of people who are lonely and looking for love. They'll never love you. You may want them to love you, but they're never going to love you because they're not real. But I'll tell you what they do love, or what they would love from you. It's your personal identifiable information. That's what they want from you. So you may be asking, what is PII? Well, I'm going to tell you. It could be something like your name. It could be your date of birth. It could be your social security number. It could be your driver's license number. It could be your maiden name. It could be your home address. It could be your insurance ID number. It could be so many things that could be tied back to you. And if you're out there dumb enough saying, I really want to love you, sweetie. Please message me back. My name is this. Here's my phone number. Oh my God. You know what? You can't help everybody. But it's just so disheartening that this is where we are, that people think that these are real people that they're talking to. And like this person just came into your algorithm by the grace of God. It's like, I'm going to marry this person who is 52 years old and looking for a fresh start and has just become a flight attendant. Whoopee. And you know what a lot of this goes back to? And I'm not trying to point the finger at any particular generation, but if this applies to you, then you know who you are. I think a lot of this goes back to the fact that there are just too many people out there today in the United States of America and potentially many other countries that just believe far too much of what they see on the internet. Like if you think that Sandra Bullock fan page with an underscore in it, if that's really her and she's interested in you who's never left your small town, if you think she's interested in you, then I can't help you. I cannot help you. And this just all goes back, as I said, to people just believing far too much of what they see on the internet. Now, I will grant this. These days, as AI continues to improve and deep fakes and things of that nature are going to get more sophisticated, it may be harder, even for someone like me, to spot fakes. But there are certain context clues, especially if you're talking about a celebrity. There are certain context clues that you can infer. It's like, oh, this isn't real. But if it's just, someone just saying, I'm a young lady and I'm getting my start in life and here's my picture. I mean, if it's an excessively airbrushed picture, yeah, it's probably not real. You're probably going to get catfished. And if you do get catfished, there's nothing that any of us can do for you. But as these pictures get more sophisticated, it may get harder to spot those fakes. And that is another problem with the situation, the overall situation that we are in. But at the end of the day, come on. I mean, some of them are just so obviously not real. They're obviously not real. I mean, there's some really good AI out there. There's some really good photoshopping out there, but there's also some really bad stuff out there too. And maybe a lot of it boils down on the part of some of these people that are responding to these bots. Maybe some of it boils down to desperation. But you think you're chatting with a beautiful woman that has all of this interest in you. Meanwhile, this beautiful woman that you think you're talking to, she's got a third arm with webbed fingers. So tell me, do you still think that that's real? You should learn to count arms. You should learn to count fingers. That's just for starters. So look, if you feel the need to engage with one of these bots, don't give them your personal identifiable info. Just don't do it. That's all they really want. They want to scam you. They want to catfish you. But again, if you're too dumb to see this, then I can't help you. None of us can help you. Sometimes people learn hard lessons. And unfortunately, I think it happens far too often. And I shouldn't have to say this, but I feel the need to. We were talking about sending these bots your personal identifiable info. And I think this goes without saying, but I mean, there are people out there that evidently thought that they were messaging Sandra Bullock. So, nothing surprises me at this point, but I'm going to just make this very clear. Don't send one of those bots a picture of your googly bits. Because if you do that, then you probably wish you gave them your credit card number. So, oh boy, why do people talk to these bots? Why? There's definitely a generational divide with some of it, but I think it's also just a matter of people just not knowing what the hell they're doing on the internet. So if you don't know what you're doing on the internet, just get off of it. Just get off the internet. We'll be fine. We will be fine here without you at Legomicus Media. Like and subscribe. Follow us on social media. We'll see you soon.